see that big thing up there on the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah? Those two. That's what you call a solar panel. What it does, it takes the sun's heat and it heats your hot water with it. It's like a boiler on the roof that runs by the sun. So it's free hot water, really.
Free hot water?
Free hot water, yeah. Isn't that amazing? Having a builder in to start my house, it turned out that he didn't know much more than probably what I knew. And it ended up in the end that I built the house myself, about 85–90% of it actually. So when I was building, a friend of mine said, well, why don't you do the plumbing? And I thought, oh gosh, you know, not done anything like that before. So I went on an evening class, plumbing, for 2 years actually. So I've done all my own plumbing. And I went on and I did an MVQ level 2 gas engineering course. So I've just completed that, 2 years. It's been quite a struggle. With the gas MVQ, you have to have 80 hours minimum of work experience because you are dealing with a substance that if you don't do it right, is potentially lethal. It can kill someone. I rang around a lot of different employers. I looked in the yellow pages. And what became obvious is that the only way you could really get experience was by knowing somebody in the industry. It actually got me really down at the time and I almost gave up the course. I did strike it lucky in the end. I rang Connet, that's a large building company, and they said yes. And I went off with a lovely chap called Spencer. I had to travel a long way from Swansea to Pembroke Dock, which meant getting up at 5. And I got home probably about 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, so it was a long, long day. But it was well worth it. And in the end, I was able to prove that I had enough experience in order to be able to sit my exams. Well, when I was building my own house, I decided I'd like to put some solar panels on it myself. So a company came along to fit them, and I offered to give them a hand while they were doing that. And they actually came back and asked me if I'd like to work with them. So my colleague Mahmoud, that I went training with as well, we both got involved in this project. I wasn't quite sure how people would react to like a tall Iranian chap and a tiny little Irish woman coming in on these big burly building sites. But you know, surprisingly, we were accepted. This particular house here in the background was one of the first that I actually put the panels on. It was a bit scary because, as you can see, it's one of the highest ones, and the pitch is actually a lot steeper. My colleague and I, we put those panels up by using a roof ladder, but after one day, my feet were aching, my legs were aching, it was just really exhausting. So I went to a rock climbing centre, I had a chat with some of the guys there, and the next day we came back to site and said, forget the roof ladder, we're going to do this with a climbing harness and ropes, and ever since then, it's absolutely fantastic. That's the way to do it.
Step over the gap and also ensure you have all your personal belongings